No, there was no audio there at first. I was playing with my star here, this plasma ball. This is a web app that I created this evening after seeing someone post something similar on Threads. The idea is that you've got this virtual orb of sorts, the sun, that will detect, theoretically, when you're pinching your fingers. My face may be in the way. Pinch. There we go. And then you can bring another hand in and pinch and zoom, make it bigger or smaller. I think I'm mostly happy with the physics of it for the most part. There have been times where it will think that I am pinching when in fact I am not pinching. But hang on, just there we go. So you can grab it, you can move it around. Like I said, you can bring another hand in, make it bigger or smaller. There is a configuration menu, so you can choose the size of it on your own if you want, the intensity of the core. You could change the colors if you care to. Not that you care about doing such a thing. Only I'm sure, care so much about. Oh, there we go. It's a big snowball. It's a big ice ball. Let's see if it still turns green. I've got it. There, yeah, it still turns green. I've got it, or at least that core color. And there we go. Bigger, smaller. You can change the flow speed, the detail of noise, so it kind of makes it spikier. Looks more like a big spitwad now. Oh, we can call it spitwad ball. There we go. Even changes if you notice. Ow! Oh, I really hurt my ear. I've got a cold and I'm stuffed up and I sneezed, and my ear really kind of it hurt. You can see the red is reflecting down onto my face compared to my normal feed over there. Right, the normal feed compared to here. That's one of the reasons to have it side by side, because it's obviously running inside my browser. You can change different aspects of that. The ball, let me grab it, bring it over there. The pulsation speed, gravity, so you can have it go up or down, or be inclined to go one direction or another, including increasing or decreasing air resistance, so kind of slowing its roll, so to speak. This is the solar juggler, and I uploaded it already. It's on the arcade, and I think see, as soon as I bring another hand in, that's where it kind of gets confused. If I just keep one hand, I'm trying to pinch it. There we go. I may have to adjust it a bit more to recognize when I'm pinching, because it wants to go away. And I had it where I was like, no matter where I pinch on the screen, it'll grab it automatically. But yeah, I think I may need to adjust it. It's actually kind of fun, not being able to grab it exactly. It's kind of fun, because you're kind of going after it, Yeah, so it's just inspired by someone on Threads posting something that they were working on using a tool similar. Like I said, I think I do need to adjust something here, because it should not be so hard. It's resisting the pinch. That may have been something else that I when I was going through and adjusting it, it may have adjusted accordingly. There, it looks like a germ. Don't go to the top. Don't go to the top. No germ. Stay away from it. I'm having too much fun. I can't believe I vibe coded this. Really easy to do. All a single page web app. Solar Juggler. But I do think I am going to make some adjustments here. So let's go ahead and open Gemini. It's Thursday, yeah? It's Thursday. I was like, am I live streaming now? Yes, I am. All right. It seems to be actively avoiding me when I'm pinching and pinching towards it. So a threshold must be too high right now. Don't know how to explain it, but I'm going to explain it that way and see what happens. I know it's weird seeing me look at, I'm facing myself. So, pardon the sniffliness at the moment. I'm 2 Dayquils in today, draining. Today is the third day of being sick, a little under the weather, but tonight I know I'm going to NyQuil. Last night was just so rough for me. I did get to sleep eventually. Nothing compared to this earache I've now given myself, but hey, that's pretty small. Let's make that a little bigger. Nope. There we go. Had you. Come on. There we go. Yeah, there's some tolerances here that are a little off. Maybe I need to come closer. Okay, see, when I have it, it works really well, but it's just getting it to the point where I've got it that seems to be a bit of a challenge. But, you know, for a web app, a single-page web app, like, I'd say it's done a pretty good job. Pinch sensitivity. The avoidance is actually physics collision. System thinks you aren't pinching hard enough. Okay, interesting. Pinch sensitivity sliders. Sweet. See, I'm all about, like, for the apps that I make now, at least the newer ones, I'm big into adding different sliders and adjustments because it thought I was pinching. It's too big. It's actively avoiding right now, but that's something I'm going to be fixing. I need to grab the ball. Grab it under that menu. All right. Permission needed. Yep. It's just asking for my webcam. There we go. That's a better pinch. Okay, that's a better pinch. Pinch to zoom. There we go. Just testing it here. Okay. Looks good. Copy the contents out. Paste them into the file. Save it. Upload it so that everybody and their grandmother can play with the solar juggler. And theoretically, that's the last tweak I might need. It works well enough. Just to see if I could do it, and I did it. I don't think I've messed with having webcams or using the webcam in various apps, but not like, you know, taking an object or moving or playing with an object at all, at least not that I know of. I'm sure a lot more fun could be had with this type of experience. Not exactly, I don't think this is really AR. Well, this kind of AR, that object, it looks like it's in front of me, but it's not in front of me. I'm just going to keep playing. The funny thing is if people are only seeing this, wait, I'm pointing at both cameras. If people are only seeing, no, I'm not. No, if people didn't see what I was doing independent of the screen, that the ball was floating around and they'd think there was like a fly in the room or something like that. Clearly not the case. All right, so let me show you what else I've been working on. Flesh that one out almost completely to get it up and online. Oh, my voice is sounding a little gravelly. I hope to be able to make it through tonight. Let's see here. What's something else that I've done? Can we? No, not that one. We're gonna drag some new. This is since the event that we did last Saturday. All the notifications have gone out. The recipient of the $100 gift card has been notified, at least by way of the newsletter announcement. And the website ctrl+alt+create.live.com or ctrl+alt+create.live has been updated with the links to the next virtual Vibathon with another giveaway, and the next hybrid workshop in person in Seattle as well as online. 2 embeds, our sponsors, every.io and Google Jewels, and then the remainder of the page. I think I added the new accolades that I received for the event. I'm also going to add a different option for people might be looking for one-on-one time. I think I'm going to add a one-on-one here. In fact, I could probably vibe code that tonight. This is I don't know. I saw someone posted something in social. This is, I gotta tell you, seeing things in social media has been such an inspiration. Seeing what other people are doing and then saying, oh, you know, I kind of wonder if I could do that. I wonder how I could do that. And so this is, I guess right now, just kind of an abstract forest that scrolls with snowflakes based on a mathematical formula. You can go in and tweak various options like depth, the vertical limit of the trees, the density of the snowflakes, the depth fade or the atmosphere, fading it out, the primary hue, the snowflake color, everything. I've even got an auto advance. So when I set auto advance, well, that's way too fast. That was not good. It like flew. Why did it fly? I can't see the number of seconds. I gotta adjust that then. Auto advance initially flew. Yeah, it initially flew. Okay, that's a bug. Gemini, I can close that window. Gemini. What do we call this thing? Trees. What tree? They're trees. There's forest. They're Everline Forest. Call this app Everline Forest. Wait, just one R. The auto advance doesn't show me the seconds amount, and when initially toggled, it seems to rapidly advance through scenes rather than feeding seamlessly into the next randomization. There we go. Canvas. Gotta fix that. How you doing, John? Good to see you. Hope you're doing better than me. I ended up, I guess I'm going to have to show you the game first. Where is it? I did a one-on-one with somebody day before, to talk about like vibe coding for local artists and kind of doing a workshop for them. And in doing so, created this game. She chose a random word. One of the random words was rabbit. So I ended up creating this sprite of a rabbit and other sprites of these rakes that are like falling from the sky. You got to try to dodge the rakes, but collect all the carrots as much as you can. You're a rabbit running through a garden with infinite carrots, like rabbits do. And then theoretically, as time goes on, it'll get harder and harder and harder and harder. You can jump. Not that you want to jump unless, you really need to land that. Oh, no. Carrot. Ah! Because you notice, like, that when I eat a carrot, it holds me back a tiny bit. So there's a chance that I could get hit by a rake. Like that. So anyway, vibe coded that. And what I needed to do, I was trying to get a rabbit to look exactly the way I wanted it, and it just was not working in any way, shape, or form. I'm like, dude, it's not vibing the type of rabbit that I want. And I found a glyph on the web, and I thought, okay, this might work. And so I tried to base it on that, and it still it still didn't want to do what it is that I wanted it to do. And I think I kind of want to increase the fonts, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. It's fine. So what I did was I created a advanced sprite converter. So what this will do is effectively allow me to drag and drop an image, like let's say like a very simple image, onto the board, like the ctrl+alt+create logo. And then what it'll do is there's the grid size. There's 16 by 16. So I can have it either pixelated, nearest neighbor, or smooth. So I can make a high res 16 by 16, 48 by 48, or 64 by 64 glyph. I can change the background there to make sure it's smooth around the edges. Target color. Target color. Okay, so that might not be too bad. I can protect the inner colors to make sure that they don't get made transparent. Choose the output format, so binary, black and white, or empty and filled. You can see the ASCII there, or color, a palette map, and I could go with that. And so then I could say, when I'm making a game or need some kind of graphic converted into pixels rather than using an image, I could say, okay, here it is. Here's the palette for this is the image I want you to use for this particular, or the sprite that I want you to use for this particular object. And so I can convert it in line, which is really, really nice. So I'm very grateful that I kind of created this. Otherwise, it would have been very frustrating trying to get exactly the way that I wanted the graphic to be. So I made this as well. There it is over different background colors. The advanced sprite converter will be uploaded to the arcade as soon as I process everything. Let's see here. That was the second thing that I made. Well, not really a second. Let's get auto advance. Let's make sure this is delay 12 seconds. There we go. Let's turn that on. Let's see if it fixes the bug. It got the delay seconds right. Okay, great. It did. Now share it out. Wait, is this? Yeah, that's. I had to make sure I was editing the right documents. What the heck did I call this thing? I called it something. No, that's that app. What did I call it? Everline Forest. Okay. Everline Forest. Let's see here. This is no, wait, hang on. That was the advanced sprite converter. I almost renamed the wrong thing. Everline Forest. Okay, that's been renamed. Hey, what's going on? How you doing, Wisco? Just showing people what I vibe coded since our last event this weekend. Created a... Ooh, that was odd. When I launched the Generative Fractal Explorer, it randomized on load. I don't know if I like that. So different options. You can go in changing intervals, scale divisors. The advance... Hang on. This setting is locked during randomization. It's time speed. Oh, the auto advance is up there. Okay. So there's a bug in there where it loads the default, but then randomizes automatically. Bug where you load the app and it loads default, then without intervention, auto randomizes. Let's go ahead and fix that. But just a, interesting visual, I thought. But wait a minute. Escape should have been working. I thought I had coded that in. But different visuals. Fractals. I could have gone further with it, but this was the cleanest I could get. Kind of a shader of sorts. Let's kill that. Not gonna worry about that. Fix that. Okay, so now on to the next one. Infinite columns. This one really doesn't need anything. It's just columns and flying in and out of these columns. And you can go into the configuration and choose like different glow intensities, the fractal details, like gnarled, all the way to like super smooth, the amount of distortion, so you can make it look like Swiss cheese, or smooth columns, the height, the geometry thickness, the scale, or the thickness of the various cylinders. You can change the speed. I like the gnarl. This is really cool. And then, of course, you can go in and just about anything that, where you might be able to change the color. I like being able to change the color on. And get it slowed way, 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 way down. Not to the point of stopping, but like, where you're just kind of slowly cascading, So I think this is a visualization that'll work for an event my girlfriend's going to be doing. I'm sick tonight. Good to see you, Win. Got sick on Tuesday, and I've been fine, but I'm not great. I don't think there's anything I really need to adjust here. This needs adjusted. I need to be able to hit escape to close the menu if it's open. All right. These will all be going up. Ooh, should I vibe code that? Should I create? I'll do that later. It's a little boring. These will all be going up in the arcade now that I've got a way to batch process new arcade things, which is great. It makes it a lot easier for me. There are a couple in here that I thought about redoing, like Awesome Blossom. Like it doesn't really. It's. Is there a... Yeah, I thought I'd been able to shift it right or left, but maybe not. I could go in and add it. This would be going back into a file that was already uploaded. It's there, and if I want to tweak it at some point in the future, I will. For the time being, I won't, though. This is another randomization. Started for... I think I got inspired by someone who posted a formula on X. Yeah, ginger... My girlfriend, I guess, has ginger here. I can eat some of that. That might help. Don't have any lemon, though. Have honey. Maybe I'll have some honey tea. What's cool about this is you press the screen, and then it goes into a different randomization pattern. You can choose all sorts of settings in here as well, including shapes. What's that? What was that? Randomize. There we go. Just kind of neat. And then, of course, if you like what you see, you can export it as a wallpaper. I like the stars. The stars one was pretty cool. You can choose outline, stars, outline. Oh, outline mode, stars. And then choose the background. Completely black. Choose the style. And that's kind of a neat. That would be a neat background. Save. And then it saves it as an image on your desktop, and then you've got a unique image. I like putting why is this not hitting? Escape isn't working on that one either. Weird. All right. Generative flat fractal explorer. Let me verify. Yep. Gotta fix that. Okay. And then kinetic grid generator. Is that? Yeah. Okay. Need to be able to hit close the menu when it's open. Was there anything else in there that I noticed? Cycling speed, no, that's fine. Auto advance is okay because it'll auto go between this visualization and then 5 seconds later. Indeterminate later. There we go. Goes to the next visualization. Yeah, and then it'll just do that. Okay, so that's fine. I don't need to fix that. Moving on to the next one. Nebula Fractal Explorer. Again, inspired by a mathematical formula. There we go. And you can click the button and then it goes into a different set of configuration options. Like your hue, the complexity, fractal step, time speed, so you can infinitely go in at different speeds. I think my girlfriend's probably going to like this one as well. That's my guess. Nebula Fractal Explorer. What could I call it? I'm not gonna worry about names right now. I'll rename later. I showed Print Farmville last week. Just showed rabbits and solar juggler. So basically over the past week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 10 apps are going to be uploaded to the arcade. I was kind of hoping Pixel would be here for mutual inspiration. I've updated the live events links on the arcade as well. So those are there. That was a vibe code. Any kind of editing I need to do these days is like it's vibe code. It's 100% vibe code. Yeah, you know what? That floral is kind of bothering me. Now that I'm seeing it, let me open that up. Find it again. So many apps that I didn't, or I created eons ago. This is Awesome Blossom. Oh wow, this doesn't have a lot of configuration option, and I have like a default. That shader is definitely hammering the CPU. There we go. We're gonna change a few things. Give the user the ability to offset the X axis of the visualization. Okay. This is currently incredibly system intensive and needs to have perf dialed back without losing visual fidelity. Okay, let's try that. And then I don't want it to be random at first. Transition, menu. Okay, there we go. Did I upload? Wait, hang on. This is kinetic grid. This is when you do 13 different things. You're like, did I do that? Did I do that? Go. Saving kinetic grid. Ooh, dang it. Escape should not work. It does. Huzzah. Buzza buzza wah. We're editing Awesome Blossom because I just didn't like how it was working. Right, update a few of these things too. Eventually, you know, I'm like, they're there. Like, I will get to them eventually. Maybe one day. I don't know. Let's see here. Well, that's a nice visualization too. Usually, like I said, I will take inspiration from scrolling social media and go, "Oh wow, that's really cool. Oh, I like that." Or I wonder if I could do something similar. I don't think there are any new visuals that I've necessarily seen. How about we try something completely different? And a Mammatus Cloud simulator needs to feel like we're looking at a live sky of Mammatus clouds. Okay. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Mammatus clouds. It's an interesting visualization. It's been doing an awful lot of thinking lately, too. Like Pro. It's like stuck in thinking mode, like indefinitely. And I don't know why. This is just something that seemingly just started happening with Pro. Like it's stuck. Answer. Answer me! Stop thinking about it! Answer me! Okay, I can close you. Okay. It's still skipping the in-depth thinking, but it's not doing anything. So then I close it, open it again, tools, canvas. Don't think, just do. I had to do this like 4 or 5 times earlier. 3D Mamatis Cloud Simulator, 3JS and GLSLs. Voronoi. Full control, cinematic transitions. We're going to try this. We're going to see what happens. Oh, nice, Clay. Did you use our affiliate link? Did we get the referral? Did we make $2? Congratulations, welcome aboard. And I assume you're watching MakerDeck, yeah? MakerDeck live on Twitch 24/7. Clay, join it, stream there. You know you want to. Right now I'm vibe coding because it's Thursday. We do MakerDeck streams on Tuesday evenings. So hope you can join us then. And certainly now you're 3D printing, and I hope you will, because, like, Lord knows I'm doing plenty of 3D printing. Although this week, I gotta say, I've done a couple of 3D prints that I wasn't really thrilled about. I mean, they're okay. It just, certain things about them kind of bothered me, not to the point where I'm going to chuck them and do new ones. But nonetheless, things that I'm like, yeah, I have no problem giving away. It's still thinking. It's like stuck thinking. I don't know if it's writing it in the background or what it's doing, but it's like it's stuck. Okay, the map. We still haven't seen the first visual of the Mamatis yet. Oh, MakerDeck's how you found me. Nice, Wisco. That's great. That's great. That's amazing. Usually people find out about MakerDeck through me, not the other way around. And we just sit, and now we play the waiting game. We wait for it to code. This is vibe coding. You tell it what you want, it does it. Let's see. Ooh, those look weird. Those do not look like they are visualizations. I will say that. It's a very Voronoi-esque, but not like clouds. It's a very, very interesting, though. I kind of like it. The control panel color scheme is horrid, as is the layout. That needs to be entirely redone. It looks... looks amateur. T-U-R. There we go. Okay, so it is actually moving. It says prioritizing all this stuff. It is. There's div. Okay, now it's... There we go. Finally. My God. Thought about it long enough. This is a cool visualization. But it's not the Mamatis clouds that I was looking for. Still, I mean, this is the thing. Oh, you saw the post about Saturday session in the Discord? Yes, absolutely. So MakerDeck is a project that I spun out of my channel 3 years ago because of my interest in 3D printing. But I knew I couldn't talk about 3D printing all the time. So I'm very grateful that the community has picked it up, and we've got people who are very helpful with it. I'd love to do more with it over time, for sure. But I'm glad. I'm very, very glad. Yeah, I'm just too much of a geek. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm the founder of MakerDeck. I can't say I run it. I think running it is kind of a shared experience. I'm constantly printing in it. But I kind of punt to a lot of the people, the producer team that's constantly making sure that they're doing, like, moving people in, moving people out, and that kind of thing. Hey, Matheson, I was wondering if you were going to show up. Hope you were there on Saturday. Were you? Yeah, I think you were there on Saturday. I've got the next 2 scheduled, including the end of the month. I want to do another virtual Vibathon with a $100 gift card giveaway, too. Right now, we are trying to... There we go. Okay, so... Oh, yikes. Yeah, I didn't like that. It's still very process intensive. very heavy in the web browser, and some of the random settings don't seem to take at all. So remove the ability to randomize when clicking the visualization. Okay. Woo, that is really crunching the browser there. Oh yeah, that's much nicer. Not exactly what I wanted, but I mean, kind of cool for visualization, right? I need randomize. Ooh, some of these color schemes are really nice. You can change the flow speed. Seems to be stuck with a default set of palettes. Needs to be completely random. Need to have other sliders as options in here. The turbulence is really cool. I like that turbulence. As long as the pouch depth always has to be 0.1 or higher. There we go. Got to be specific. Here we go. Loop optimization, interaction change. Okay, great. Making some adjustments here. Gonna do it. Oh, it definitely is, Natty. Took over my world, no doubt about that. I'm having a blast with the events, teaching people how to use it for them. They're fixing their own problems. Going after, people like non-technical entrepreneurs, business owners, etc. You haven't. I know it's hard to see everything in social media, but Jedi is already doing it. She doesn't need to learn how to code. She can vibe it. Oh, yeah, the audio for the event. Yeah. I wonder if it's just the synchronization thing. Okay, let's see how this one works. No. Reset. Can't seem to... Randomize. Default reset seems to be a black screen versus the default config that we originally had. Randomize. Yeah, a lot of this is... There's something in here that's way out of bounds. This is probably why I turned off the randomize feature. There we go. X. Okay. X offset can only be between 0 or 2 and negative 0.15. Okay. Quality, ambient light, hue offset, saturation, brightness. I'm just seeing what these sliders might do. Ray steps can only be 0.241 or to 20131. Animation speed. Just some experimentation here. Ooh, that's a cool visualization. Detail. Fractal shape. All right, let's try that. Okay, this is interesting. It's not Mamatis Clouds, but I'm going to save it anyway. Because I can. This is interesting, but it's not really looking like Mamatis Clouds. More like cellular structure under a microscope, which is interesting for different reasons. My girlfriend is doing very well. She's staying away from me right now because I'm sick, and Jedi is doing awesome. Although I told Diana, I'm like, I don't want her tomorrow because I don't want her to get sick. I'll see her again on Monday and then next Friday. It depends what you're doing. I'm a fan of Gemini. Gemini is pretty much my exclusive vibe coding tool. There we go. Sharp edges. Wait, you took away... Did you take away features here? Round the shapes. Okay. Instead of... Could you give sliders for those configurations? Okay. That's fantastic. Look at that. Look at that visualization. Vibe coded. It's crazy. Can I organize stream screens so the app that you're using takes up most of the screen? Too small? Well, there's not really much to see. But I can do... Hang on. I can do this. Does that help? And it's just me tonight, so I really like that effect. Look at it. It looks so organic. That's cool. Came out of nothing. Came out of seeing a picture on X. Here, I'll show you. This is what I was inspired by. Let me get this. Show you the link. This is what I was inspired by. That. Mamatis Clouds. And so I said, hey, make an app that's like Mamatis Clouds. And so that's what it's doing. It's incredible. Okay, here we go. But the problem is sometimes it over whitens. So why is it over whitening? Maybe a light, no. Quality. Brightness. Whoa, look at that. It's like a rose. Why is it so bright, though? I gotta see if I can find where that setting is. I can like basically say limit it, and I don't think it's well. Maybe brightness is it then. It's almost too bright. Okay, so wonder if that's it. Oh, I don't even see anything there. Nope. Take the brightness down. See, it's still too light. It's still too, like, blinding. And I don't know why. These are all just random configuration options within the same visualization. Trying to find it is a little like I don't think it's well, maybe brightness is it. Brightness would never be adjustable beyond one. Stays at 1. Because I think that's throwing a lot of things off. So if I turn down brightness there, yeah. But see, still over. It's like it's getting cooked. That brightness seems really high too. .4. I think that I'll have to do it. Why is it so white otherwise? Where is the setting? Why are so many of these visualizations nothing but a mess of white? Like something's blowing it out, or compounding. Okay. Ooh, that's cool. Whoa. There we go. This is looking very... Not like mammatus clouds. It looks more like cell structures, but still, that's pretty wild. I've fiddled with brightness and saturations, but that's not it. Oh, I'm interested in what Apple's going to do. I won't touch Tahoe. I'm done with Tahoe. I'm never going to install Tahoe. And if they don't fix a lot of the glaring errors with the UI, in the next version of macOS, I don't know what I'm going to do. And look at that. So cloud density. Where's the... Yeah, there's the noise. Distortion. Bass. I'm all about that bass. About the bass. So I can make it brighter, softer. That's cool. Just by making a couple of changes, right? Sliders. And then the idea of like clicking to randomize is that you see different settings. Like it almost sometimes it's like too much though. I think the randomization now slides to too many extremes that don't look as good as the default. Nope, that's still too bright. Did I tell him that before? Did it time out on me? Yeah, the latest version of macOS is Tahoe. Cohesive palettes. Clamp the ranges for warp, scale, and roundness. No. Clamp the ranges for warp, scale. That's cool. I think the roundness The roundness is what is throwing things off. Let's see here. Roundness. I think roundness when too high is what's throwing things off. Moreover, I want roundness to go all the way down to 0.1, but no higher than, see here, 0.05, but no higher than 0.5. Okay, let's try that. Oh, ambient light was the thing that was causing the problem, maybe? Oh, there we go. Nope. Nope. Still seeing a ton of visualizations being totally white. Fixing things one at a time. Ew. See, it looks like they look like cells now, which is fine for what they are. God, zooming in all the way is crazy. Yeah, I think I made a cell app. That's what I did. I made a cell app. These are cells. But this is crazy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix this one. We're going to call it, this is Mamatus. I don't think that's ultimately what it's going to be called, but I like the way that ended up. They're like cells, you know what I'm saying? You're looking under a microscope. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's not, I don't think it's the ambient light. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, this is much better. But I'm still not seeing, where are you? Ray step size. Or 154. Ray step size. Ray step size seems to have been another issue. Not wanting to have it go above 0.15. Oh. So I'm not wanting it to have it go above that. Okay, so let's try the default. And what's ray step? 150? Okay. Brightness should now default to 1.0. I'm fixing this because it's been not really bothering me, but like something that I thought I could come back to and address. Ugh. Oh. Never mind. Fixed one problem. Why am I not seeing? Yeah, I know. They said that next year will be a stability year. I'm not looking for stability. I'm looking for like something that doesn't look like ass and runs well. Like on the same ooh, yikes. That's way too low. Um, Ambient light be higher? I don't know. Let's find out. Where are you? There we go. DE exponent should not go. DE exponent should not go under 0.6. Right. This is what you do. You just sit and wait. Pixels is okay. I'm kind of feeling sick tonight anyway. Or not this week. Tuesday I started feeling it. Sorry, Monday I started feeling it. Then Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah. And then last night was horrid for me. What's that? That. I guess I can adjust the thing I needed to adjust here too while I'm waiting. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I updated the site with the the update or the information on the two upcoming events. But I wanted to add something else to it. I don't know if I've got the patience for it right now because I may be winding down soon. If only because I don't want my voice to go out. Cheese and crackers. Oh, cool. Oh my Jesus. Oh, Gretchen shared on Threads. I don't have fiber optic, unfortunately. Not right now. This year, theoretically. They said they were coming to my neighborhood like in August, and then they never did. I signed up for everything pre. Nope. I'm gonna show them. There's a setting in here that I'm missing, and I don't know what it is. And it's driving me nuts. So I'm telling it, like, hey, this is what's going on. Fix the dang thing. What I guess I can open it now. Otherwise, I'm going to forget about it. Not that it matters. But the ctrl+alt+create live. Brushed ambient light. Re-enables brightness control. Tightens speed step scale. Just make it work. Just make it work. That's all I'm asking. But not knowing which knobs to turn, sometimes I gotta admit it can be a little frustrating. But I learn as I go. The Mattis is done. Let's see if this works. We'll know when it loads. What should we try today? We need to add a needs a new section, which to the right of ooh, that's better. Very white. So very white or very blown out colors. Cheese and crackers. I'm getting, I should mute it. I'm getting pinged for a test. Bring by to the root means a new section to the right of conference embedding. Conference embedding for one-on-one. What would you call it? Time? One-on-one time. And according the contact bubble would get smaller and go to the lower right of that grid. Same size as other containers in the grid. What would I call it? This would be companies and teams, educational groups, business groups, conference embedding, one-on-one time, public or private, one-on-one time. What? Not consulting. One-on-one hand-holding. One-on-one time with me, with us, which would detail us holding, walking them through custom needs. And this could be done either privately or in a public live stream. Absolutely. All right, let's try that. I don't know if that makes sense to me, but hopefully Gemini will translate. Ooh, yeah, that's better. That's way the hell better. Much better. Yeah, that's hella better. Much better, but I'm still seeing super saturated colors a lot. And now a lot of the animations seem to be about the same with no way of really tweaking. Okay, there we go. And it's still thinking. I don't know what Pro is doing, but it's been thinking an awful lot. Sorry, Pixel. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. It's so my fault. Let's bring it the jitter over here. Nope. Nope. There we go. Yeah, I saw the answer now, but sometimes if I let it go, it's fine. It overthinks it, especially with a new set of instructions. Have at it. All right, here we go. Give me a second. Where is... I've got too many windows open right now.